Hello shoulder friends, I'm Kyle Belmont and today I'm going to teach you how to make compost cookies. They are a favorite dessert served on Star Island, and I'll be sharing the recipe that I use at my home to make these delicious treats. One of the more important things about baking is to choose the correct outfit. I have my Pelican softball shirt on, and also another important thing is to choose the correct name tag while you're baking. So I have mine. And we're ready to go. We're going to start by combining our dry ingredients. In this bowl I have 2 1/4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, and to this I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, which is already in there, and a teaspoon of salt. And once those are together, we will mix them with a whisk. In our mixing bowl, we're going to start with our wet ingredients. I have a cup of unsalted butter in here. To it, I'm going to add a cup of brown sugar and a 1/2 cup of regular granulated sugar. We're going to mix those for a couple of minutes until it gets light and fluffy. Now that our wet ingredients are mixed, we're going to add 2 eggs. I like to keep my eggs in really small red cups, so add those to the butter and sugar mixture. Mix that for a little bit, and then you're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. And now that those are combined, we will add our dry ingredients. And mix it. Be careful not to overmix. We're going to have to mix it a little bit more as we add our inclusions. So for this compost cookie that I'm making, I'm going to include some marshmallows. We have a few here. They're the mini kind. If you have larger marshmallows, go ahead and use them. Maybe cut them up a little bit. We have some mini chocolate chips. We also have some potato chips. No need to crunch them up. They'll crunch themselves up in here. Ooh, add them all. We have some old cereal. We'll add that in. Maybe all of it. And we have some coffee grounds. We'll add a few scoops of that as well. Then we'll mix that together. We have preheated our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. It's time to scoop our cookie dough onto the cookie sheet. I'm going to use a 1/3 cup measuring cup to scoop the cookie dough. The original recipe says this makes 130 large cookies. Clearly we do not make enough for that amount, but I still want the large cookies, so I'm going to go with this measuring cup. If you choose to make smaller cookies, maybe cook your cookies a little bit less, or if you want even larger cookies, go for it. Who's going to stop you? Time to put these cookies in the oven. We're going to bake them for about 10 minutes. Check on them as much as you'd like. I'm going to check on them in 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed making compost cookies with me, and I hope you find amazing treats to add to your compost cookies at your home. I just want to say thank you to the Star Island bakers of legend and lore who created this recipe, and while I'm not a Star Island baker, I like to believe I am sometimes, and this was a great opportunity, and I hope you have a moment to enjoy these cookies yourself. Have a great summer.